beautiful Jacksonville, Florida. How these two teams remember this season will be largely impacted by what happens here in the Gator Bowl. It's the LSU Tigers and the Army Black Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame he understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. So Army's offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. Run it with the fullback.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And on second down for this offense. Looking for the edge. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Sees an alley. Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Black Knights look to keep this drive humming. Pulls it. The option, the keeper. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's got enough. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Black Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the fullback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again when you got to pass those tests.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this D's given up a lot of yards, and it looks like a failed possession, but right here they get a chance to save it. Nice job. They're forcing a passing 3rd and goal situation here. Got to stay sticky to these wide receivers. One more down, and it would look like a really bad possession can turn into a field goal and a win for this defense.
Motion from the back. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down, Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative on this one.
They've converted on 4th down once, but here's the big one. 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And nothing doing there. The defense was ready, and they'll turn it over on downs. The LSU Tigers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. A matchup that we're going to lock in on, left side of the line, and whether they can keep this edge rusher at bay. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. LSU right back to the line.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play on. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense in Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
On play action. Fires left. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. Keeps it himself. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. 2nd and long here. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Handoff to the fullback. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. One for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. And a sure tackle after the completion, and he stopped short.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Handoff, Caden Durham. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. LSU quick to the line. On 1st down, it's Durham again. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. DB's right up on the receivers. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll pull it on the read. Diving for the score, and the ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wants to throw. It's Levin. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. They'll send the back in motion. Hands it off. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Run game is good. The balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. Still looking. Fires on the move. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Black Knights moving quickly to the line.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
Big fullback's got it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. He's past the sticks. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Sticks it in his belly. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They want to throw it. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Look out! Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Turns it upfield. Breaks into the open. He's at the first and 10 from the 28. From the gun, it's Durham. Powers through the defender. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Durham. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Finds his man. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Now on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play. Gonna look downfield again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They're working that left side. They'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
2nd down to the air. Rush is on. Trying to escape and get it himself. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got his man.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Well, the ball carrier there was just hoping his speed was going to get him to the outside to turn the corner, but nothing working. Defense forces him out of bounds for a loss.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. The snap sets up to throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Now the lead is down to 11.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The Black Knights offense will go to work. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. Trying to get the corner. Keeps it himself. Now the pitch. There he goes. They make the stop. It'll be fourth down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half.
How about that, man? Third and long. You know what I'm going to run? Let's see. Long pass. Go route. No, we're going to run the option and try to catch him off guard. And
hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Buys time to his left. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Under pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They want a little extra time to think over this third and long as we've got a timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments.
Oh, what vision. And there he goes. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. They'd love have nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. The Black Knights will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, he's just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree, and if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Unleashes one. Out wide right, it's Brown. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
It's a running room. The 20. Touchdown, Tiger. Excellent pass by the back on the option. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Sends it back in motion. The give. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quarterback keep, and he's brought down after a short gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Enough to move the chains. Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there. And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the fullback. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Black Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
Check. 1832 soldier. 1832 soldier. Hey, check it. Mustang. Chip. Ready to go.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. The throw. Just got rid of that one.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field.
Go. Ready to go.
On the option. Turning it on. The 40. The 30. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snags it. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Give to the big fullback. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Looking for the edge. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. 3rd and long right here. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. He splits the uprights. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Tigers sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
The give to Caden Durham. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. LSU right back to the line. Sets his feet. It's Levitt. Right down the middle. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Pulls it. He'll pitch it. Got the first down. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Black Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter really close.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Keeps it himself. Pulls it on the option. Quick toss. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. They go to the wide receiver screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Guys, LSU has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Fullback's got it. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
On the run from inside. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Kicking team's got it. Good gain on the return, and defense has set them up with a big play. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. A 2-tier job for this offense. First get the touchdown, then the 2 to try to pull even here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Army!
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that come with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
And the defense swarms him under the 2-point attempt is stopped, and so too is the attempt to tie the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Tigers sideline, there is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Out wide left, it's Harris. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Tigers want to move quickly.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those.
Makes the grab in their space. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Here's a give to Durham. Sweet cut there. And he get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the air. It's Levitt. Fires into the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in the big moment.
On the move from inside his 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Shakes off the defender. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the fullback. Got the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Black Knights look to do some damage in the red zone. Trying to get the corner. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
On the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. One possession game getting late here, and the winner will take a great feeling into the offseason. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And they draw to within 3 here in the 4th quarter.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Play action on 1st down. Left side is Harris. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Handoff, Caden Durham. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He got a step and just
This guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
The Black Knights offense will go to work. Making the adjustment. First play of this drive. Working the middle, it's complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Anderson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Motion from the wideout. See some running room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's complete on the right side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Left side is Anderson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Back to pass on second down. Got the quick pass. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. And the Black Knights will snap it on first and 10. Now from inside the red zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Here comes the two-point try. Looking for the edge. The pitch. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
On the RPO, got him. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Second and long here. Keeps it on the option. Breaks into the open. Running through contact. The 20. Inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown LSU!
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Drops back on first down. Makes the grab. It's Anderson. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first. Intercepted for the 11th time. Going the other way, and he's got room. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a